What's good, everybody? This your boy Jay Shaw from the Behind the Bench Sports Network. Shout out to the bench crew, Trev, Lawrence, JB, and Kelvin, as we continue to drop videos, just breaking down certain things and from our perspective. Hopefully, a lot of y'all are liking the content and subscribing, or even leaving comments and likes. Because that's what really helps the channel. It's the subscriptions and the likes, in the comments. So keep it up. I thank you. We thank you. But let's get straight to it, man. I made a video earlier talking about savants, NBA savants, and breaking down what the NBA Adam Silver is doing to help the Lakers. Now, this video is for the casual fans and the LeBron fans. See, I got to make this quick because y'all got, y'all only going to listen for about 2-3 minutes. Savants like to listen and hear what truth is. Y'all don't want to listen and hear truth, so I got to make a quick video. So, what the NBA is basically doing to help the Lakers in games, since they don't have great talent, and the players that they're relying on came from other teams where they was just cast-offs and back of rotation players. They wasn't even rotation players. They was role players. They was back of the rotation, meaning that they'll probably get 2 to 3 minutes in a game, or 6 minutes or 7 minutes a game. But with the Lakers, you're asking these players that's not very talented offensively and defensively to play 20 plus minutes a night, where they're not capable of doing because they lack the talent in being defensively good or even offensively good. So when you insert bad talent into a lineup, it's going to make your team weak. So let me go ahead and dumb it down for a lot of y'all fans, casual fans, and LeBron fans. I'm going to use video game reference. So we all done played Call of Duty, Destiny, whatever shoot 'em up game you play. You have a team, right? You got your homeboys. I don't care if it's 2K. You're going to have a good team. But imagine if you had to get somebody that wasn't good on your team. So now it's, you got 2 good players. You're good, you're real nice, and you're adding 3 other players to play on your team. How good is your team really going to be if it was with those players? They're not going to be good. Not saying that they can't play. They're just not on that level. You might be a level 50 and they're like a level 8. Every once in a while they have a good game, but 9 out of 10, they're not really that good to be playing with you from game to game, okay? That's how it is with the Lakers. Now, it's a reason why they got this bad talent. It's a reason, but that's for a video for another day. Now, how do the Lakers stay in these games? Now, you can witness the Lakers playing these games, losing these games. They're going losing streaks, but then all of a sudden versus a good team, if it's New Orleans or that was hot, or the Clippers like it was last night, they was hot. How are they able to stay in these games? Well, I did make a video saying how the NBA was cheating and rigging these games for the Lakers, and I gave a blueprint. Matter of fact, I called it the blueprint. You could go check it out on the Behind the Bench Sports Network YouTube page, and you could see and you could hear a breakdown, but I'm gonna give you a quick, brief breakdown. What they normally would do, they would use players that's not known for shooting a lot of free throws. They'll start giving them a lot of free throws. So those Austin Reeves of the world, he's not an all. First of all, y'all got to understand, most superstar players take about 8 to 12 free throw attempts a game. You should never see a Austin Reeves take that many free throws. You should never even see Austin Reeves take about 5 to 6 free throws. A lot of his scoring is flopping, first of all. So if you can spot that out, then kudos to you. But a lot of his scoring is from flopping. And he's a role player. He's not a rotation player. He's a step above a rotation player. He's a role player. He's not an all-star. So just because you see people voting for him to be an all-star, come on, dog. Look at him play. He's not great defensively. He's not really good offensively. He's very inconsistent. This is his third year in the NBA. He was non-drafted. He was played for the G League, but all of a sudden now he's shooting 5 to 6 free throws a game on stuff that they banned, that they said they don't want NBA players baiting the referees anymore. So if you really know who Austin Reeves is, the most free throws that he should be taking a game is 2 to 3 free throws. Not saying that the boy ain't getting fouled on some shots, but normally when you're this young in the league and you have not really established yourself as a really good player, you're not supposed to be taking 4 to 6 free throws. That's more for like Chris Middleton's, DeMar DeRozan's, Zach LaVine, Sabonis, especially if he ain't really attacking the paint. Those is for those type of players. The Kobe Whites of the world, they take about 2 to 3 free throws a night. That's just what it is. So they'll give the Lakers free throw attempts from players that's not deserving of it, right? What they also do, they allow the Lakers to play aggressive defense. So now when they're able to play aggressive defense, it makes their defense look a lot better. You ever played at a pickup game at a park and somebody like you, normally is always a football player, and I'm joking, but normally it is. They'll be playing you in basketball and they're guarding you very aggressively. You may not even have the ball. They're guarding you very aggressively that they're fouling you. That's what they allow the Lakers to do. They allow the Lakers to do the same thing. See, when you can't have LeBron who don't play defense and Anthony Davis who plays good help side defense but not really on the ball defense with interior defense, right? And you add 3 other players in the starting lineup that's not known for playing defense, but now all of a sudden, collectively, they're a defensive team. It don't work like that. They also will get the other team's best players in foul trouble. So how is Travion Prince, I think I said his name, maybe I'm saying his name wrong, or even Austin Reeves or D'Angelo Russell, how are they able to give first team All-NBA players 4 to 5 personal fouls a game? And why are these All-NBA players not capable of giving the other, the Austin Reeves, the Princes, the D'Angelo, why they are not able, the Jared Vanderbilts, why they ain't able to get those players in foul trouble, but it could go the other way around. See, the basketball math ain't adding up. The math ain't adding. So when you start to notice this, then you know that the NBA is out here fixing games. Okay? This is another strategy. What they don't, so now when the NBA sees that it's trendy that Adam Silver is fixing games and rigging games, what they do, they'll make those free throw attempts look a lot closer. The Lakers ain't shooting 12 to 15 more free throws than their opponent. So now they're kind of even. The Lakers still might shoot, 22 free throws, and their opponent is shooting like 17. So they try to keep it close, right? And a lot of y'all will be like, well, they're not using that strategy. So why is the other team still losing to the Lakers? And here we go. This is it. What the NBA does, they do not allow, especially in the third and fourth quarters. The first quarters, you might see it. Second quarter, you might see it. But in the third and fourth quarter, when the game is starting to get on the line, what they do is they don't allow that opponent to gain a 10-point lead on the Lakers. They don't allow it. They don't allow the team to build up the score on the Lakers. And that's what happens. They keep the other team off the free throw line. They keep the other team off the free throw line. So now they can't build a lead. Also, they don't call the fouls against the Lakers that the other team is trying to do when they're driving to the lane. But on the other end, when a team has an 8-point lead, 6, 7, 8-point lead on the Lakers, what they do, they'll send the Lakers to the free throw line. They either put them in the bonus real early in the quarter. So now any foul, the Lakers will shoot free throws, stops the clock, so it gets the Lakers back in the game. But if the Lakers somehow, and see what happens, the Lakers will be down by 8. The team will drive. It'll be a no call where they should be shooting free throws. The player will fall to the floor on a drive. The Lakers go back down and they cut that 8-point lead to a 6-point lead and sometimes to a 5-point lead if they're able to hit that 3. Now, instead of it being an 8-point lead, it's a 5-point lead. So now the opposing team got to play a little bit more careful, and every possession counts because they're trying to keep the lead up on the Lakers. So now turnover happens, or they call some egregious offensive foul call or something that turns the ball over, give it back to the Lakers. Lakers come down, and the Lakers still got to hit shots. But yeah, they may hit a 3, they may hit a 2. So now that 5-point lead is a 3-point lead or a 2-point lead. You see what I'm saying? And that's how they keep the Lakers in these games. Now, if the Lakers go up, the other team can't be aggressive and attack the basket because they're not going to give that team the calls. They're only going to give Lakers the calls. So now for that other team to catch up and win the Lakers, they actually got to hit shots because they're not going to get no free throw shots to close the gap. They're not going to be able to get there. So they're not going to allow them to get there. So that's what the league does. Also, what you need to pay attention to is they're not going to allow these Lakers to drop to the 12th seed. They're going to sit at that 10th seed. They may drop to the 11th, but trust and believe whoever's in front of them, they're going to make sure that team loses and the Lakers can gain the game. But they're not going to allow the Lakers to drop further back in the standings, even though you might see a team like Memphis go on a run, or Phoenix go on a run. If Phoenix goes on a run, the Lakers are going to go on a run. If the Phoenix keep losing, then the Lakers are going to keep losing. If Lakers win, then they'll make Phoenix lose. You see where I'm going? They're trying to they're either going to give the Lakers ground in the standings, or if the Lakers lose, they'll make sure the Phoenix or whoever's in front of them don't gain ground on the Lakers. And that's what they did last season when they was rigging these games and giving the Lakers all these free throw calls. If you pay attention to the other teams, and you can always go back and look at the standings on Basketball Reference, and you can see from game to game the standings, and it'll show you game to game the standings, where the Lakers is at and how they moved up. And last year they made sure to put the Lakers into the playoffs because they don't want to jeopardize LeBron's career, his legacy. So if they would have missed the playoffs last season, that would have been 2 seasons in a row of LeBron not making it to the playoffs. See, LeBron knows what's going on, And honestly, I don't know why Adam Silver and LeBron, what's going on in that relationship. You know, I got my own theory on it. Got something to do with the ABC community. That's just me. Without really saying a whole lot. Because it don't make sense to be pushing LeBron and the narrative. It don't make sense. He ain't making money for the league like everybody think he is. But that's here and there. You just got to pay attention to the Lakers. You got to pay attention. And you just got to watch them. And if you are a savant, you already know what I'm talking about. You already see the truth. If you're a savant. This video's for the casuals and the LeBron fans. Because now, let me go ahead and answer these questions. Well, if the league is rigging for them, why they just don't let them be the number one team? Because the Lakers don't got no talent. At the end of the day, they still got to make shots. But what they don't have to do is call personal fouls on the Lakers, which makes it hard for the other team to score. So when teams got bad shooting nights, look at the Lakers defense and look at what they're allowing them to do. That's going to contribute to these teams having bad shooting nights. They can manipulate and make the Lakers look like a great defensive team if they want to. It ain't that hard, especially if you ain't allowing the other team to go to the free throw line. And that's what they do a lot. They do not allow these other teams to shoot free throws on the Lakers, and the Lakers starting five, most of the time, when they call the games even, then you'll see the discrepancy of how bad the Lakers players are because they're getting fouls called on them. But when they're not, and you get like Austin Reeves and you get Jared Vanderbilt with zero personal fouls, then you know, these players that's not great defensively somehow, some way are not getting in foul trouble. And if you really want to go back and check some receipts, go back and look at all the games that the Lakers won and look how many personal fouls they got compared to the other team, mainly the starting lineup. And that would tell the story. I'm not saying that the Lakers can't win games versus good teams, but it takes for the Lakers to play a really good game and for that good team to play a above average game. But if the good team is playing a good game and the Lakers is playing a good game, the other team got more talent than the Lakers. So they should be able to win that game. The only way the Lakers can beat teams, let's say the Lakers is playing above average and they're playing against a good team that's playing below average, then they can win that game. But if it's the Lakers that's playing an average game and the other team is playing an average game, the other team will have they'll have more of a chance to win the game because they just got better team, even though they're playing an average game. And the Lakers is playing an average game. You know, they could get away with a lot more. They could shoot a worse percentage. They could turn the ball over a little bit more than what the Lakers can. Those turnovers and the shots, field goal is not going to hurt a good team compared to how it would hurt the Lakers. Also, when it's a good team, they can afford for their best players to be in foul trouble and still be able to win a game. The Lakers cannot afford LeBron James and AD to both be having 4 fouls for the whole game, because now the other two top scorers is D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves. So if LeBron and AD's on the bench and you're relying on Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell to be your primary scorers, you're not going to win a lot of games, especially you got to use the other players that's not known for scoring also. You see what I'm saying? You see how it all makes sense when you really break it down? I'm pretty sure these casual fans and LeBron fans done left this video. It's like if I don't really give them a video that's like 3 minutes long, they're not going to listen. Because only savants really listen to real people talk real stuff, talk real basketball. Because savants is always trying to get there. We're always learning. We're always learning. And we're always listening to other savants that's teaching us something that we never thought about. Not saying that we're dumb, not saying that this dude is smarter than you. Only casuals and LeBron fans don't like to be seen like they don't know what the hell they talking about when it comes to basketball. They're the ones that hit you with the laughing emoji and insults. Other savants, when you're talking to real savants that know the game of basketball, they don't talk to you. They don't get in their feelings. They don't talk to you crazy. You can have a back and forth conversation. And that's just what it is when it comes to talking basketball with other savants. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I think I touched on everything that I needed to touch on what the NBA is doing. Pay attention to the storylines. Storylines is always going to tell you where the NBA is trying to go with it. If it's, the Lakers been losing, so now they're playing against a good team, we need to get them off that losing streak. Or players in foul trouble. Laker players is not in foul trouble. The other team ain't getting sent to the line as much as they should when it comes to free throws attempts, even though they free throw attempts might be even with the Lakers and that opposing team. But the other team got way more better talent. You're watching the games. You're seeing the player react, the coach react, the fans react, and the commentators also saying that the refs missed the call. So that lets you know what you seen is not made up. It ain't something that you think was a foul. You know, you see when LeBron is using his off arm and they're not calling fouls. And then you got some fans talking about, well, they don't call fouls on the other team. Well, if they really call fouls, the only reason why you ain't seeing the fouls that you believe that you're not seeing is because they're letting a lot of fouls go that LeBron should be getting to foul out these games. Man, I want to go deep, but it's cool. I'm gonna get off this. Until then, man, I'm your boy Jay Shaw. This is the Behind the Bench Network, and I'm out.